Sky News, First Edition, with Terry Willisey and Vanessa Trezise.
Good morning to you. Well, there is an air of anticipation hovering over Sydney today, with large crowds expected to gather for the bridge's birthday.
The icon will be closed to traffic all day to allow hundreds of thousands of people to walk across it. And joining us now from the Sydney Harbour Bridge is Sky Sydney reporter Ashley Gillen. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Terry.
Looks like you've got weather on your side there. How is it, first of all? So we've set up this big day. The weather's fine, is it?
Terry, it's clear, no showers, thank goodness. So we're looking forward to a beautiful day here on Sydney Harbour.
Excellent. And you have a guest with you?
I do, Terry, yes. This is Alan Ventris from State Records. Now, Alan here is a bit of an expert on the bridge. He's going to be joining the official ceremony a bit later today at 9 o'clock this morning. And then, of course, as we know, the walkers will start going over the bridge at 10 o'clock. But, Alan, you have a bit of a personal connection with the bridge, don't you?
Yes, I do actually. My family was the owners of a farm which actually looked across the Tees estuary towards the Dorman Long Steelworks. So as a child growing up, I could actually see the smokestacks of the steelworks at Dorman Long in Middlesbrough. In addition, my grandfather was a policeman and he actually worked around the Dorman Long Steelworks during that period in the early years of the 20th century.
And of course, Dorman Long built this beautiful arch behind us, but there were a number of designs put forward before this one was built.
That's quite right, actually. The Bradfield in 1912 designed a magnificent suspension bridge which was very similar to the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. And at State Records we have some fantastic drawings of that particular bridge. Bradfield went through a whole range of designs from the suspension bridge to cantilever bridge before he actually finally settled on the arch bridge design that we know and love today.
And of course today we're celebrating 75 years since the opening ceremony, which happened on March 19, 1932. But look, it was quite a different atmosphere back then. There was a whole lot of controversy as to who would actually open the bridge.
That's quite right, actually. One of the main controversial things was that Jack Lang, was the Labor Premier at the time, was regarded by certain elements of society as being a communist, and these people just didn't want a bar of him. They wanted the King or some royal representative to open the bridge. Sir Philip Game did have some input into all of this, but he was a slightly diffident man and was unwilling to confront Lang on this issue. So he sort of stepped back and procrastinated, basically. And Lang did, as we all know, did open the bridge, but
not without interruption, though.
That's very true. Francis de Groot, Captain de Groot of the Irish Hussars, did, as we all know, cut the ribbon, and he was a representative of the New Guard, who were the fascist group who actually opposed Lang and his government, and they'd vowed that no matter what happened, that Lang would not open the bridge.
It's quite an amazing story to think he actually blended in with the crowd. He was on his horse and no one really realised he was there until he came forward and slashed that ribbon.
That's quite right. He hid behind a group of New South Wales Lancers as they came out of Government House in Macquarie Street and tagged along behind them, and nobody actually recognised him. It's quite a remarkable feat of blending in, considering the amount of security and police that were on duty during the days. Everybody just naturally assumed that he was a member of the official party.
And what was Premier Jack Lang's reaction?
I think Lang was almost scared that he was going to be kidnapped or his house was going to be attacked before the event. So when it came to cutting the ribbon, it was something of an anticlimax, and it really didn't affect him in the slightest.
And what happened to Francis de Groot?
De Groot was taken away very quickly by the police, and he was charged and fined eventually £5, which and £4 cost. But he appealed against that and actually won his appeal. So essentially, not very much happened to him at all.
Well, Terry and Vanessa, we're not expecting any such interruptions today for the official birthday ceremony at 9 o'clock. But look, there's a whole lot planned for today. Sydney really will be celebrating all day. The bridge is closed until 11 o'clock tonight, and walkers are going to be going across it until this evening.
This is Sky News.